Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this week's Misfit Toys Fantasy Football Recap. Today, we have the last week of the regular season and our playoff preview. So, kind of a crazy week in the NFL. COVID hit a lot of teams. They moved the Pittsburgh-Baltimore game from Thanksgiving Thursday all the way to yesterday afternoon. So, games just wrapped up as of yesterday afternoon, and we had some good ones this week here in the last week of the regular season. Great way to end it and look into the playoffs going forward here. Let's take a look at that scoreboard. You had a really close one between Brady Gaga, that's me, and Tough Luck Tommy Cotter. Great comeback effort by Cotter, but fell short, 157 to 154. Tom and I were messaging back and forth during the Buccaneers game on Sunday. He had the game in hand until Tom Brady and Mike Evans took over with a couple touchdowns late, giving me all of those points and giving me the victory. Tom said no, there's no more victories here, so he's pretty disappointed with his finish. He's hoping he can make a run in the playoffs. Another close one, you had the German juggernaut Leanne take down Angie Lutnager 146 to 141. Helps a lot when you got Patrick Mahomes scoring 63 points for you and helping Leanne to that victory. And a comeback win, Fail Mary took down Dak Street's Pack 182 to 179, despite the fact that Amanda and Dak Street's Pack got 79 points from Tariq Hill. That's by far the most points we've seen. And 79 points by one guy is insane, considering Angie and Christine both scored less than 79 as their entire team last week. So Amanda falls 182 to 179. Elliott wrapped up a fantastic regular season. Pumpkin Pie took a down last minute lineup 164 to 154. It was Team Teely with a convincing win, 141 to 113 over Nick and Jazzy Sports Balls. And in the game of the week, the one we were all watching, Team Christine and Team Wee, the battle for last place, it was all Team Christine, 128 to 113. She broke her 9-game losing streak. And since I gave her the Price is Right loser buzzer last week, I'm going to give Christine the Price is Right winner buzzer for breaking her losing streak. A winner. Christine got it done. Congratulations on that. So with our regular season wrap up, let's take a look at the final regular season standings in the East. Pumpkin Pie finished 11-1. I haven't seen very many 11-1 seasons of fantasy football, especially from a 2-year-old telling me who he wants to play. 11-1 Elliott. He was first on draft day. He had the best draft according to the website and finished first as well. Second place, me, Brady Gaga at 9-3. I'm really liking my team right now. You guys all need to look out for me in the playoffs as well. German Juggernaut, great season, finished 8-4. Jazzy Sports Balls finished 506-6. Amanda, after 3-0 start, limped to a 5-7 finish. And there's Team Christine breaking her 9-game losing streak, finishing 2-10 in the regular season. In the West, Fail Mary wrapped up the division title with an 8-4 record. Team Teely at 7-5. Last minute lineup, Brad finished 6-6. Angie at 5-7. Team Tough Luck Tommy Cotter 3-9, and Team Wee 2-10, with the most recent loss coming to Team Christine in the battle for last place. So now that the regular season is wrapped up, it is time to talk playoffs.
What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. And that was it.
For those of you who don't know who that was Jim Moore, the former coach of the Indianapolis Colts. A reporter asked him about the playoffs, and he went off on that big rant. So to me, that's funny. If you have no idea what it is, it's not funny, but just the fact that coach would react that way to a question is humorous in my opinion. But without further ado, let's take a look at the playoff bracket. In the top half of the top bracket, Elliott and Pumpkin Pie at 11-1 wrapped up the number 1 seed. He will take on the winner of the 8-9 matchup, Amanda, the number 9 seed at 5-7, Angie, the number 8 seed at 5-7. In the bottom half of that top bracket, You had 12 seed Team Christine at 2-10 versus 5 seed Team Teely at 7-5. The German Juggernaut picked up the 4 seed and a bye, finishing 8-4. Top half of the bottom bracket. You have Team Wee, the 11 seed at 2-10, taking up Jazzy Sports Balls and Nick at 6-6. He is the 6th seed. And the winner gets me, Brady Gaga, 2-time defending champion, the number 3 seed. I received a bye as well. And in the bottom half of the bottom bracket, you got Team Cotter, the 10 seed versus last minute lineup, the 7 seed, 3-9, 6-6, and the number 2 seed receiving a bye, West Division champion, Fail Mary, Lisa, and Colt Jam. We will be playing for the newly made Ruby Doobie. Jim Rubidoux left this in Thomas Cotter's room, or one of the Spanish rooms, so we have furnished it into our fantasy football trophy. Up top, you got the runner with a football and a helmet on. Previous champions, let's see what this has to say. 2018, the Brady Bunch, Stephen Glenn. 2019, Texas Two-Step, Stephen Glenn. We'll see who wins this year. Their name will go right there, and this trophy will be yours in your classroom. There's the Ruby Doobie logo. Oops, one of my footballs has moved there. There's the great picture of the legend. It's hard for me to do a reverse here in this mirror. There's Jim Rubidoux. There's the Misfit Toy Fantasy Football League. So the winner gets this trophy to display in your classroom. Display it proudly. Hopefully, I have it in my room right now. Hopefully your kids ask about it and be proud of that thing. How the playoffs will work. I wanted to give the higher seeds an advantage. So to do that, I'm giving them extra points since we don't have a home field advantage like the NFL. You're the higher seed, you get to host the game. So what's going to happen is seed differential. Every seed difference is 2 points. So in this matchup, Team Amanda is the 9 seed, Team Angie's the 8 seed. Angie will have a 2-point lead since she is a seed higher. In the Team Christine Teely matchup, there's a 7 seed difference there. So Teely will start with a 14-point lead. In the 11-6, Nick is 5 higher. He'll start with a 10-point lead. And Team Cotter, Brad is 3 seeds higher. He will start with a 6-point lead. How that will work, I can give extra points. I will get those points to you when their game starts. So if you wonder where those points came from or how you're behind already, that is why the higher seed deserves some kind of advantage for having a great regular season. Otherwise, why have the regular season? Why not just have the playoffs? So you have to earn that those playoff points. And we'll do that for the first 2 rounds for sure. The semifinals and finals right now, I'm not sure what we'll do. Probably just play those straight up. If you make it that far, then the Super Bowl's played a neutral site. So these games might as well be played neutral sites as well. So it's win or go home. It's playoff time. Survive and advance, all the cliches you want to talk about. If you do lose, I think there is a loser's bracket the computer comes up with. If not, I can come up with one as well. Or if you just want to be done, you can be done too. This first round here, since we do have buys, Elliot, me, Lisa, and Leanne, we are going to just have some fun matchups. It probably won't be on your screen, but you can check scores. As the number 1 seed, Elliot will take on Leanne, and 2 seed Lisa will take on me 3, just for fun. Those games do not mean anything. So winner, who cares? Loser, who cares? That's just so you can look at your team and see how your points are doing this week. If you want to take it off, earn your bye, that's fine as well. I know I have a lot of guys on bye this week on my team, but we'll fill in and see how we do from there. But it is survive and advance time. It is playoff time. Get those lineups set. Lastly, before we go, I had made a bet with Nick Oswald about the state championship football game. He thought Southeast Polk would take down Ankeny. I thought Ankeny would take down Southeast Polk because we are Ankeny Hawks, right? Anyways, we bet cupcakes. Nick is a fan of Little Debbie. Those are pathetic. I am a fan of the much superior Hostess cupcakes. And since I won, Nick hooked me up with some Hostess cupcakes. If you want one, come on down and get one. They are delicious. So much better than Little Debbie. So come on and get a cupcake. Thanks, Nick, for paying up. I completely forgot about it. So appreciate you being an honest man and paying up for that. But playoff start. Let's get it done this week. All right. Until then, it's go Brady Gaga.